What if today felt just like any other day, but somewhere out there, the world had already begun to end, and none of us knew it yet? What if the first signs of a zombie outbreak weren't dramatic, weren't obvious, but quiet? A single scream in a hospital hallway, a strange bite mark on a man who swears he was attacked by something, and doctors who assume it's rabies because that's the closest thing they've seen. But then the impossible happens. The patient's heart stops. He's pronounced dead. The room clears, and minutes later, he stands back up with no heartbeat, no consciousness, and no limit to the violence he's about to unleash. No one understands what's happening. Nurses run. Security rushes in. The hospital locks down, but not fast enough. One infected becomes two. Two become 10. And because the world is connected through phones and cameras, clips leak online almost instantly. Shaky videos of people attacking strangers, screaming in emergency rooms, and collapsing only to rise again with empty eyes. Most people think it's fake, a prank, a movie. But the fear spreads faster than the truth, and the truth spreads faster than the virus. By midnight, the infection is confirmed real. By morning, the first city falls. Streets are filled with abandoned cars and terrified crowds. Helicopters hover over burning neighborhoods. Supermarkets turn into last-chance war zones. People fight over canned food, bottled water, and batteries. Police forces collapse within hours. They simply aren't trained for enemies who don't feel pain, don't stop, and don't fear death. Governments activate emergency protocols. Borders close. Airports shut down. But the virus is already one step ahead. Travelers carried it days before symptoms showed. Every hour, new countries report outbreaks. Every minute, emergency broadcasts interrupt TV screens. And every second, the infected multiply. You can't bargain with them. You can't calm them. You can't wait them out. They exist only to spread. Within 1 week, the world changes completely. Cities become red zones, places no sane person enters. Highways are filled with crashed vehicles and half-packed luggage left behind by people who didn't make it out in time. Power grids start failing as workers abandon their posts. Darkness spreads across major cities. You look out your window at night and see only silence, broken by the distant sound of something running. Humanity divides into 3 types of survivors. The prepared, those with stocked food, tools, generators, and a plan. The runners, those who move constantly, scavenging and hiding day by day. And the desperate, those who wait for help that may never come. Over time, the world becomes unrecognizable. Nature takes over. Grass grows through cracks in the roads. Stray animals wander empty malls. Forests creep back into neighborhoods. Without humans controlling everything, Earth begins to erase us, and the zombies roam freely, clusters of them, wandering city streets like lost shadows, reacting to the slightest sound. Governments relocate underground. Military groups build fortified safe zones, trying desperately to hold onto civilization. Drones fly across empty cities, scanning for survivors. Radio stations become the last voice of hope. If you hear this, head north. You are not alone. But the biggest threat isn't always the zombies. It's the people. As supplies shrink, trust fades. Groups fight over territory, food, and weapons. Some communities become strict, almost like dictatorships, forcing survivors to follow harsh rules. Others become violent, raiding anyone they find. In a world with zombies, humans become unpredictable, and sometimes even worse. However, amid all the chaos, a spark of hope appears. Scientists working in a hidden mountain lab discover that a small percentage of people are naturally immune. Their blood contains rare antibodies that slow or block the virus. Suddenly, humanity has a mission again. Find these immune survivors, protect them, and study them. But rescuing them means leaving safe zones and walking straight into the heart of danger. Cities swarming with the infected. Operation Dawn is launched. A last attempt to rebuild the world. Massive teams travel through ruined highways, destroyed towns, and zombie-infested streets searching for the immune. Every rescue is a risk. Every mistake costs lives. But each immune survivor brings the world one step closer to a cure. Months pass. Entire countries go dark. Nature thrives where humans once lived. The infected continue wandering endlessly, trapped in an endless cycle of hunger and instinct. And yet, humanity does not disappear. It adapts, it learns, it rebuilds in the shadows. So if zombies truly existed, the world as we know it would fall, but humanity itself wouldn't vanish. We would fight, we would struggle, we would survive. The question isn't whether we'd lose everything. It's whether we'd be strong enough to start again. And if you want a part 2, how you would survive in this world, just say the word. Because sometimes the scariest part is knowing how realistic this scenario actually is.